Hello, Yaurana. Welcome to Porinitia TV. My name is Moenau Rivera and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will talk about different ways for you to learn Tahitian language, the Reo Tahiti, faster. Before digging into the different proven steps that my husband and I came up with, I am inviting you to check out this video where you can find the different resources to help you learn Tahitian. For those who don't know me, I was raised in Tahiti. I grew up learning 3 languages: French, English, and Tahitian. French was my dominant language. I would speak English and Tahitian a little bit, not so much, until I was forced to speak these languages when I was hired as a flight attendant. My husband is American and learned Tahitian on his own with very limited resources through books, songs, and dances. He learned mostly from native speakers and was also forced to improve his understanding and speaking as he was very involved in the Polynesian dance word that we call the Ori Tahiti. We both wanted to help people to learn Tahitian, so we came up with some important tips for you to learn Tahitian faster. Tip number 1, you need to set a clear goal with a deadline. Yes, it is definitely a must. If you have no goal, you will learn Tahitian whenever you feel like, and the problem is, if you fall into that trap, it will be difficult for you to learn faster. There are too many factors that will hold you to spend the time for learning the language. The good news about learning Tahitian is that you don't have to sit down for hours with a textbook or a dictionary because once you have a goal, you will have to tell yourself how much time you need to learn the language each day, each week, each month. And learning Tahitian does not mean you have to learn grammar rules all day long. And that's why I'm so excited that we created an online platform that offers courses for you through animated videos. I will tell you more about it at the end of the video. So, set a clear goal with a deadline. For example, I will learn Tahitian 1 hour per day and I would like to have a conversation in 6 months. That's just an example. Tip number 2, make Tahitian language your lifestyle. Totally important step. You will need to dedicate a time in your daily routine where you will actually speak Tahitian. This is what I do with my family. I choose a specific time where we can only speak the language we want. You can start small with a couple sentences or a couple words in Tahitian. You can also pick and choose your favorite Tahitian song and try to go over the words that you recognize in a song. A good time for you to practice your pronunciation. Let me give you an example. You can choose dinner time, for example, with your family or with your children, and you choose a topic, for example, how to introduce yourself in Tahitian. Each one of you will introduce themselves, and that's it. You can help each other with the pronunciation. I hope you'll do it. Tip number 3, connect with a native speaker that can have a conversation with you. You can text or message or call that person by telling him or her different simple sentences in Tahitian. You don't need to ask the native speaker to give you a course, but you can simply exchange conversations. You can tell him or her that you are learning Tahitian right now, and I am 100% sure that they will be happy to help you. Tahitians love connections. This is a good way for you to track your progress, also to see if they understand the way you speak, the way you pronounce Tahitian words. A good practice for you. Tip number 4, you need to fall in love with the language. This method is not really a professional method, but I believe that is very true and important. You need to fall in love with the Tahitian language. Be passionate about it. Have a reason why you want to learn the language. have an understanding of why it is so important for you to learn Tahitian. Whatever is your motivation, your excitement, it has to come from the heart. It will be so much easier for you to learn, and you will definitely learn faster as you don't see this as a task or a problem. Your passion, your love for the language will give you drive to learn Tahitian faster. Tip number 5. Don't worry about understanding everything. At first, you won't be able to understand everything. That's just how it is. If you try to write down or memorize every single Tahitian words you hear or you see, believe me, you will lose motivation. You have to enjoy the process. Trust me, learning Tahitian shouldn't feel like it is a hard thing to do. What you should do is to memorize the common words and common phrases first. Focus on that until it comes naturally to you. Then you can add more words into your vocabulary list and try to understand them and use them in a sentence. Do not try to understand all words at once. It's actually exhausting. When someone speaks to you in Tahitian, just focus on the main words that you know and try to understand the overall message that is given to you. Tip number 6. Learn the correct pronunciation first. Some people would ask me, Moenau, do I need to learn vocabulary first and then add grammar, then add pronunciation? Well, I'll tell you right now. The number one thing you need to learn first is the pronunciation. The answer is you have to learn the pronunciation right away because it is gonna be really hard to change it later. Let's just say you know 1,000 words in Tahitian, and if you don't know how to pronounce them correctly, it will be hard for people to understand you. That's just a waste. So start with the pronunciation first. Tip number 7. Talk to yourself in Tahitian. Practice by yourself by learning how to exercise your jaw, your mouth, where do you place your tongue. Practice your accent. Practice how to speak like a native speaker. A good place where you can actually practice your speaking with the Tahitian accent is in the shower. Ta-da! I know a lot of people singing in the shower. You can do the same with speaking in Tahitian. I always say this. If you take time for a shower or a bath every day, you can take time to practice your Tahitian. Tip number 8. Learn Tahitian where the language is spoken. What do I mean when I say that? Is that when you learn a language, there's always a home for it. Learning a language, a new language, is like learning how to swim in your bedroom. You need to be in the pool to learn how to swim. So the best way to learn Tahitian fast is to travel to Tahiti and her islands where you can practice your Tahitian. My biggest advice to you today is that don't be upset if you don't see the progress right away. You need to be patient with yourself. Don't be so hard on you. Enjoy the process. Now I would like to invite you once again to watch this video right here where you can find resources to learn Tahitian. In the beginning of this video, I talk about a great place for you to learn Tahitian. Well, here it is. Let me tell you more about it. We created online courses through animated videos where you can learn Tahitian the easiest way and the fastest way. This is a perfect platform for you to learn Tahitian. It is called Poly-lingual. I have added the link below for you to check it out. I promise you will love it. The first course is about pronunciation. See, I told you pronunciation is the first step. The first course is free. Everyone can have access. If you have any questions about Poly-lingual, I have also added our contacts below. That's it for today. Well, if you like this video and if you're really serious about learning anything about Tahitian culture, click on the like button below and don't forget to subscribe to our channel as I will be posting a video each week. And if you have any questions, comments, feel free to send us your comment down below. Tera Yahua Hirima, Maruru Te Farur Ame, Parheyan E Nana.